If you can please make your way back to your seats, our session is about to begin. Can we define what prospecting is?
All of the things you do where people see, hear and watch you be a human being. Now, I know that sounds sort of a bit wide, but it's not. Prospecting is all of the human contacts you have. All the contacts, all the discussions, it's all your questions that you ask people. It's the community you work in, people watching you do things that are either a business activity or a non-business activity.
Prospecting only engages when you have real relationships and trust.
Lee, real relationships is such an important term. There's a whole push out there now to focus on contacts and databases and how many people we've got. They're not, and I don't mean to be offensive to anybody here who's got 7,922 people in their database or the contact list, but they're not real relationships. Real relationships, hello, is where they can remember your name, right, when they see you in a group. Real relationships is when you send them a card and they open it up and say, and look at it and think, oh yeah, I can match your face to that. If you rang everyone in a particular street, and then you set yourself up street by street to become the expert in that street and then the next street, and knew all their names and the names of their dogs and the size of their blocks of land and have all the evidence of the sale prices and so on there, and did it street by street, and you're out there and you're 23 or 24 years of age listening to this as a salesperson, I guarantee in 2 years you'll be making a lot of money and be the expert in your suburb. But it's the only way to do it. If you like, the data that exists today on sale prices that we've all got access to is the bones, but the flesh of knowledge that we've divided our service area into 14 different precincts or locations, and they're specialised areas. We don't, for example, part of town in as a comparable with an area that's totally irrelevant to it. So we've fine-tuned the town into these specific areas. Now, the most homes in any of them are about 700 in our precincts. Some of them are less, 350, but they'll average between 350 and 700. And I will add, Lee, our service area here is probably 6,000 dwellings. Most would pull it up in total. Also, going back to who we prospect, which was the first question you just put there, we prospect everyone all of the time, but we do it a certain way as well, and we have an underlying net within our organisation that the principals